All right, so today I want to talk to you about the 5 top services to offer if you're trying to grow a virtual assistant agency business. Now, just to be clear, this is for a business model where you're going to find virtual assistants who have experience and you're going to match them with small to mid-sized companies. And you are the agency owner, you are the middle person in between the client and the virtual assistant, and you make money from the profit margins. I just want to be really clear because I'm going to be talking about different types of services. Some of these services are very kind of techy or advanced or require a special skill set. And I don't want you to get intimidated and think like, wow, I can't provide this. I don't know how to do it, because you don't have to know every single skill set. You don't have to have all the experience. You don't have to have the technical skills, because you're going to find qualified and experienced VAs, and then you're going to place them in your client's business. This is the whole model, and you make money from the profit margins of these transactions. But not only that, as a virtual assistant agency owner, you're going to be managing the team. You're going to be providing a managed monthly service, and there's a lot of benefits as to why clients will go to you versus trying to go find virtual assistants on their own. But I'm going to actually get into that towards the end of the video. But first, I want to go over the top 5 services to offer. So number 1 is administrative tasks. These are going to be things like customer service, calendar management, inbox management, travel arrangements, really just helping business owners stay organized and taking a lot of these tedious tasks off their plate. This could also be market research, data entry, putting together lists, organizing their files online. Maybe they're using different online tools to manage different things, and so you will be providing support. And every client that you get for the VA agency, they may have a different system or a different set of tools. So a lot of times this type of work is considered administrative because you can kind of just figure out each tool. A lot of times it's like entering information in a CRM software. It could also be responding to customer emails. So let's say your client is running an e-commerce shop, or they run a service-based business and people are emailing them questions about the product or service. The VA is going to be responding and answering all of these emails. Because if you think about it, small business owners, they don't really have time to manage all aspects of their business. They have to focus on marketing, sales, and then they got to respond to email inquiries. And this is just very, very tedious for them. So your VA service is going to take a lot of this stress off their plate, and you're going to be handling the administrative side of the house. All right, the next in-demand skill and service that's needed is social media management. This is a big one. A lot of your clients are going to need help with this, and a lot of businesses ask for this. Like, even for my virtual assistant agency that I run, a lot of the people who fill out our application to apply to work with us, they're usually in need of social media support for the most part. And then we also provide other services in conjunction with that, but a lot of times they want social media support. So this means that you're going to be posting and scheduling content. There are a lot of scheduling tools that you can use in the agency. One of the tools that we use to help our clients, and a tool that we use to actually run my agency, is a tool called Go High Level. And in that tool, you get access to a CRM system to manage your business, build websites, and it comes with a social media management tool. So we can manage different client accounts and schedule the content. If you want to learn more about that tool, I did post a link in the description of this video, so make sure you check that out. Now, the other thing with social media management is I need help to create the images. We use this tool called Canva for that, and we create different graphics every single month. And then your clients are going to need help with writing the captions for the post. Like if they're posting on LinkedIn or Instagram, there's a caption that has to go in there. And then there's also optimizing social media profiles, like your Instagram profile, your LinkedIn profile. As soon as people go to that, they're going to want to know, what does this business provide? How can I contact them? And so as a social media manager, which is what this service is, you're going to be providing social media management. You're going to be helping your clients with optimizing their profile. And this is going to save them so much time. All right, the next skill set and service that lots of business owners need help with is tech automations. This is gonna be things like sales funnels, sales automation, CRM, lead generation automation. So when someone goes to your client's website to book an appointment, there's a whole bunch of things that go in on the back end. And so your team is going to automate these different processes on the back end, and businesses will pay you a lot of money. I have charged a lot of money to do these types of setups for different businesses. We do a lot of client onboarding setups, sales funnel automation, sales funnel builds. And so again, we also use Go High Level, which is the greatest tool for this because it just makes it super easy. What I have found is the types of clients who like tech automation services or who need that are going to be more service-based businesses. This could be like a local chiropractor who needs to have a booking appointment system set up and automated. This could be coaches, consultants. A lot of them need to have a simple sales funnel in place, and that involves knowing how to automate the back-end processes of their business. A perfect example of this is, let's say your client is an author and they just published a book. They want people to go to their website, order the book, and there's a whole ordering system in the back end that needs to be automated so that the author can continue selling their books or digital products that they're selling. Digital products are really popular, and a lot of businesses are trying to create digital products and automate that. So if you can provide tech automation like sales funnels, email funnels, automations, you will get a lot of business and you can charge a lot of money for this. Now, another service that clients need is short form video editing. This is where you're going to take a long form video or a podcast and you're going to clip it into very short videos for Reels, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, any platform that allows for short form video. And most of the social media platforms actually allow for this. So for example, you know a lot of those podcasts that you see where you have two people on video talking on the mic, those people need help with short form video clipping. And so they'll pay you to do this every single month. Also, people who are personal brands. Another example could be maybe you have a real estate client who is showing their property and they've taken a video of it. So what they're going to do is send the video to you and your VA team, and your team is going to edit that into different clips so they can post it on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, and they can get clients for their real estate, right? So there's a lot of demand, and there's a lot of different industries who use this, even health and wellness, beauty niches, people that are doing beauty or they're selling beauty products. They need help to edit these videos. In fact, video editing in general is another skill set or service you can offer in your virtual assistant agency. All right, another service, which is number 5 in our list, is sales outreach. So a lot of businesses are finding that traditional ways of getting paid customers online is just not working anymore. And so they're hiring virtual assistants to go and send DMs to their potential client or their target audience. Or it could be posting content and responding in comments, but actually going out there and finding the leads. So let's say your client is a fitness coach and they have some people following them on their Instagram account. Your VA could go and DM their followers and try to get them on a sales call so that the fitness coach can go and sell them their monthly training programs or whatever it is that they're selling. So a lot of service providers, fitness coaches, consultants, they are hiring virtual assistants to do this service for them. All right, so at the beginning of this video, I told you that you don't have to know how to do it and you don't have to do it yourself. You can hire people. So as a VA agency owner, you're gonna create systems in place to train and vet these virtual assistants. You're gonna be making sure that you're finding the right people. Now, I actually have a monthly membership called the Growth Society, where I actually help you build this type of business. If you want to learn how to grow a virtual assistant agency or any type of service-based business, make sure you join us. There's a link to join in the description of this video. And also make sure you subscribe to this channel. Every single week I put out content on how to grow a profitable service-based business. See you in the next video.